All right, good evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are. Welcome to another episode of David E. Taylor Full Frontal Exposure 2.0, where everybody's opinion, guess what, is still a lie. I said I wasn't going to do lives, which I'm not doing a live. This will be a premiere. I said I would still interact with the group, and I'm going to. This is going to be about who David E. Taylor is. All right, this is the profile that we've built over the last several years of David. David was born to James and Katie Taylor of Memphis, Tennessee. He was born in August of 1972. Okay. He's got several siblings. I think he's got 7 brothers and sisters. I'm not sure how many sisters, but I know he's got a handful of brothers for sure. Okay. CBD, guys. Handful of brothers. And David ultimately comes from a good family, everybody, okay? Which is why this is also confusing. David does come from the charismatic background, and if you haven't already grabbed your Liquid Death, go ahead and grab it. You can use the code FFE20 and you get 10% off all the gear on Liquid Death, you guys, okay? So, here's the thing. David comes from a good family, everybody, okay? David comes from a really good family. He came from a disciplined family. His parents didn't let David run around and be a gangster. There's no fucking way. There's no way. From what I do understand, David does have a couple of brothers that might be involved in that life. I don't know. That's never been confirmed, so I'm not going to speculate, but I just heard, okay? So I'm not saying I know, but I just heard, you guys, okay? And I don't know that for a fact, but David was never a gangster, okay? His parents would not allow that, you guys. There's no way David's parents would allow for him to be any type of gangster in his life, okay? There's no way. There's no way in hell that David's parents would be like, yeah, I'm gonna let my son go out and run the street like a gangster. No, David, first of all, David would have never lasted in the streets, you guys. We know that. All the people in the channel know that. If there's people out there that live that life, you know that David would never last in the streets, right? He's too fucking soft. We know that. So he does. David comes from a good family. Really does. Good family, good parents. Him saying, oh, I was a gangster. No, it never happened. David, you saying you're a gangster is like me saying I'm a fucking pastor, okay? That's how far apart the two are, okay? For you to come out and say I was a gangster, I was head of the gangster disciples, and what was the other one he said? Some other clique in Memphis, right? Never happened, you guys. No way. There's no way in hell David has ever been a gangster. Never has been. Never will be, okay? We know that. We know that. David, just drop the gangster shit, okay? Drop the gangster shit, all right? You're absolutely full of shit. You know it. We know it. Everybody else knows it. David E. Taylor's full of shit, all right? So, David comes from a good family, everybody. He does. Him saying that he's running out the streets and being a gangster, nope. Done. Never happened. Never happened. Next thing. David did go to school, you guys. He did. I think he only finished his associates in cooking. He did. That part of the story is true from what I understand, you guys, okay? That part of the story is true. And David did go to school and finish some sort of degree, okay? But it was fucking for cooking. Like, let's be real here, you guys. Come on. I mean, cooking degree, I get it. I get it. But David, I mean, for you claiming to be a pastor and an evangelist, don't you think it would have been better to actually go to some kind of seminary school instead of I got an honorary doctorate from some whack-ass fucking online school in Texas that I never actually attended? I just went online and had everybody else do the work for me, okay? That's the way David E. Taylor does it. I have everybody else do all the work for me. I take all the credit. I win. Okay? That's how it goes for David E. Taylor all the time. 24/7, 365, okay? David E. Taylor always wins. He never loses. So, comes from a good family. His schooling, went to school. I'm sure he got his diploma. And I've heard several of his videos, you guys, where he's saying Where while he was being a gangster, he was also in homeless shelters handing out food to the homeless. Okay, so that's another fucking lie that David has told. Okay, and I know I'm talking about who David E. Taylor is. This is who he is. This is who he is. He is a compulsive, lying, fucking sack of shit, false prophet who has never been to any seminary school, comes from a good family, but something, you guys, something happened, man. Something happened for him to flip like that, right? That's kind of where I'm at with all this. Like, what happened in David's life for him to fucking just come out and say, "Oh, I'm a fucking prophet, everybody. You all need to listen to me, and this is the Taylor Testament according to David E. Taylor." At what point did David's life fucking flip, and he just go into this created delusional fucking world, man? Trying to figure where that snap was in his life, where it switched from biblical to non-biblical, and he went full-blown cult leader. Another video that I saw, David sitting in a wheelchair getting pushed across the stage from somebody he apparently just healed. I find that hard to believe. And that's another one of David's bullshit ass stories. And it's just a real quick video, and it's somebody pushing him. He's like sitting in the fucking wheelchair like this. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? David, you can't do that, dude. You can't do that. I saw that video, David. It was horrid, dude. It was horrid. So yes, guys, something happened in David's life for him to switch and go from charismatic to cult leader. At what point did that happen? Like I said, it comes from a good family, you guys. All the stories we've got comes from a good, disciplined, well brought up family, right? That's the frustrating part about this. At what point does the family get involved and step in and say, "Yo, motherfucker, you're giving us a bad name"? Why doesn't the family step into this, you guys? That's what I'm curious about. There's more of the family than, like, the family can do, David's family can do more damage than we ever could. They could be the ones to ultimately stop him from doing all this. We can't call in a fucking health and welfare on him. I mean, we're not family, which sucks, right? Because we know what David's doing. The family knows what David's doing too, and that's the shitty part about all this. This should be a wake-up call for some of the family members, right? What David's doing. We all know who he is. We all know who he isn't, right? We know who he is and who he isn't. Let's keep that in mind, right? We know David isn't a pastor, a prophet, a leader, a teacher, whatever. Whatever David claims to be, anybody on the inside of that cult, we all know that he isn't. The whole Obama award, you guys, that was real. But he didn't get it issued by Obama. It was, you do community service for those types of awards, and it's real easy from what I understand. You don't got to do much. And David's like, shit, I'll take an award that says as long as it came from Obama, I don't care. I just need an award. It's like Catherine Crick, too. Catherine Crick just wants her award, right? But this isn't about you, Catherine. This is about David E. Taylor. And if you're new to the channel, David is engaged in prostitution now. His organization, David's organization, is engaged in prostitution activity and could possibly be prostituting out of the women out of the Houston location. I got some pretty fucking reliable sources that are telling me shit. Telling you, this went from bad to worse within a matter of months. That Houston hotel, not a good look. For David to move into that hotel in Houston, everybody, I'm always going to go back to this. Now, we know David, okay, so we know David comes from a good family, guys, and that's the research, the interviews, the stories, everything has said points back to, yes, David had a good upbringing, 100%. Good family, good mom, good dad, disciplined, And okay, now we have him going from charismatic to cult leader. What made the change? What caused David to change? Was it the money, the power, or all the above? I mean, the money comes with the power, the women. It all it's like another type of dark triad within a power structure, right? You get money, power, and women. That's what comes with those three things. If you have power, money, it's all a revolving circle. They all go hand in hand. I think David got a taste of the money, and the power took over. Once he had the money, the power helped, the power corrupted, and then he just went with it from there on out. I think at one point, David, you were actually a good person, dude. I think at one point you were a good person, but something happened, man. David, and this is just a profile that we've put together. The interviews all say again, you come from a good family, man. All the interviews say that you come from a good family, good friends, good upbringing. But now you've effectively managed to bankrupt one of your organizations already. Well, two. Forget Resurrection Media Ministries, you guys. Fixing to bankrupt another one. Possibly a third. You have the IRS hot on your tail. And I was looking, here's the other thing. Let me talk about something real quick. I was reading an article kind of recently in the Riverfront Times, and I urge everybody to look it up. Okay? I urge everybody to look up this article and read it for yourself. The author of the article, Ryan Kroll, I think his name is, or Ryan Kroll. He wrote a couple articles about David in the Riverfront Times, okay? And in those articles, it was saying that, what Ryan Kroll was saying is that the FBI was knocking on doors up around the area where David was living. That's what it said in those articles, that the FBI was indeed knocking on doors asking questions about David. Now, here's what I know about the government in those situations. They don't waste money on things they don't have something on. Just letting you guys know that. Could they have found something? No. Could they have? Yes. But feds don't go knocking door to door for nothing. Just let that sink in just for a minute here. Okay? David's coming out on video saying, I want the IRS and, the DEA and the FBI are helping me and all this other shit. I highly doubt that. But let that just sink in for a minute. We know the IRS is fucking definitely onto him. I know that for a fact, guys. I know for a fact 100% the IRS is looking at him. But again, let that sink in. Riverfront Times, if anybody has a night, look up the article for yourself. Riverfront Times, David E. Taylor. There's several articles. Look at the articles yourself. Don't listen to me. The articles are there. The feds were knocking on doors in locations where David was known to frequent all the time. And all the properties up in St. Louis, Chesterfield area, right? He's centralized. David is trying to effectively have multiple centralized locations for his fucking cult, man. It's sickening. It's sickening. David comes from a good family, but look what he's done, guys and gals. Look what David has done in 35 fucking years with this church, man. And the government has sat by and done shit about it. I'm trying to figure out to this point how many fraud reports we've all sent in collectively. I sent in one today. I'm going to start sending them in again. And I left the IRS a nice long email. I left them a nice long email. Said, why aren't you guys doing anything about this? Told them we know about the prostitution, know about some other shit too, and why isn't anything being done about it? I don't like talking politics, and I'm just gonna go here just for a second. But there's so much political tension in our fucking government right now. It's a tinderbox, you guys. I don't vote because it's just my I don't want to vote. I've never seen a president that has stuck up to his end of the fucking deal. Just my opinion, guys. I urge everybody to vote, but I'm not going to partake in the voting system because in the end, my vote doesn't matter. Some people might think I'm wrong, but it really doesn't. They need to take away the fucking electoral college, man. It's all about the electoral college. Once that shit goes away, then maybe I'll start voting. But at the end of the day, if if our government was in such stable condition, we wouldn't be having these other issues within our society, right? Especially with the church. This prostitution, Jesus Christ, man. Fucking wish I could just say everything. Fucking sucks. People are being hurt right now by David. We've reported this cult to multiple agencies, state, local, and federal. Nothing's being done. Just saying, check the Riverfront Times. I'm saying, guys, if the FBI was out knocking on doors, I'm sure they're interested in something. Just saying. We know David's into some shady ass shit, right? Mahesh, they proved that when Mahesh fucking showed up at our audit, you guys. They proved that when Mahesh showed up at our audit. They proved it. 100%. They're into some shady ass shit. Mahesh running a pay by the hour motel in Houston. We're sitting here banging our fucking heads against the wall. Where does all the money come from? You know, the one question that me and Thice had asked all the time over from home. So big shout out to the homie Thice. Shout out to Colt Watch, Lord Pender, Comedy Channel, Chris Com, Jake. Dude, anybody, everybody, you subscribers, thank you just for being here listening to who David E. Taylor is. Okay? And this is kind of what this is about. Is who is David E. Taylor? Okay? Comes from a good family, you guys. He did. David comes from a good family. It's not like he was neglected or abused. I don't know what his siblings were like to him. But from what I understand, he is the baby. And I'm just curious why they haven't fucking mopped his ass up yet and picked him up. Like, you better get the fuck out of here with this shit. What you're doing. David, your family's not going to bail you out of prison. Just keep that in mind, okay? Your family, David, won't bail you out. They're going to let you sit there. Which they should. They very well should. They should let your ass sit there and think about it for a good long fucking time of what you've done. Where were we going? Oh, Mahesh. Or the money, right? Me and Thice. Well, not even that. A lot of us, guys and gals, we've all sat here and wondered, damn, how the fuck is he getting all this money? Right? Where's all the money coming from? The last audit we did, the last and final audit that we did, because we won't be doing any more audits on that place for sure. If we do any other audits, it'll be at the other locations. It'll be up at the main headquarters. It exposed. It was. It couldn't have played out more fucking perfectly. It really couldn't have, guys and gals. That whole scenario at that last audit, my God. I'm still sitting here banging my head about it. I really am. Because we really were, guys. We were sitting back trying to figure out, okay, where the fuck is all this money coming from for him to fund all this shit, right? We show up at the audit, we do the audit, and then a fucking other player drops in on the board. Couldn't have gone better. Really couldn't have. It was. I'm still like, I still can't fucking believe that that happened. That he walked right into it. Mahesh walked right into it. He should have just kept his fucking mouth shut. We've found out where the money goes, where it comes from, and how it gets there. Human trafficking, prostitution, you guys. That's what I'm saying. The Mahesh Express showing up. Hashtag Mahesh Express, right? Him showing up. And shout out to Deansy for the meme Mahesh Express over in the UK repping the Axe Michelle gear. Big shout out to you, bro. The Mahesh Express showing up. It tickles my fucking guts because it couldn't happen more perfectly. It really does. It tickles my fucking guts to know that Mahesh, or David's pride and ego, fed right into it. And it was the cult that called the cops, you guys. Not Mahesh. It was the cult. And again, Harris County knew we were going to be there. So they were going to take their time. We knew that. Mahesh Express showing up? Not good. Biggest fuck up of their life, honestly. They don't know what that did, honestly. And, David really managed to fucking pick up the ball with the big boys with Mahesh. He really did, guys and gals. Mahesh. Mahesh, man. Your interaction. Now I'm talking to you, Mahesh. Again, who David E. Taylor is. He's a human trafficker and a prostitution ring using his church location as a get down. Mahesh, you should have just stayed out of it, dude. You should have just stayed out of it. David, you should have just stayed out of it. You should have let it just burn out, dude. You should have let it just get hot and burn out. We would have left eventually, right? It was getting fucking hot out there. But no. David's pride and ego. And what was really great, they said they were going to trespass us if we showed up, and we did. And they trespassed us, but guess what? Fucking backfired on them. Tenfold. They know that. They know that now. Which is exactly why Michelle got the fuck out. Right? Michelle got the fuck out. Nobody's gone in or out of that place since Michelle left weeks ago in the ambulance. Under a fake name. Okay? Nobody's gone in or out of that place, you guys. I don't even know if Amazon's delivering there anymore. I really don't. And you got to think about this, right? Why hasn't anything been done? Here's several speculations that I have. And people are going to probably be like, nah, these are just speculations. There's higher powers involved, political powers, right, that maybe have been seen frequenting this place. Social media. We have a very similar Koresh-style compound in the middle of Houston that hundreds of thousands of people are driving by every hour, every minute. Fucking who knows? I don't know what the fuck the count is, but let's just figure thousands an hour, okay? Busy freeway. You have access road. You have people with camera phones, video phones, social media, Facebook can fucking go live in a heartbeat. Guess what? Waco was you guys think Waco, you think our government's forgotten about Waco? No, they haven't. Not with cults. Nope. Not with cults. I guarantee when they found out David moved into a compound in Houston, Texas, gated like fucking Waco, I bet the government probably shit their pants. They're like, ah, fuck, man. Just saying. I'm reading, going based off the Riverfront Times article, saying, man, if the feds were knocking on doors, dude, they're looking for something. They're looking for something, guys. That's just what I think, right? Speculation why they haven't done anything, dangerous, right? Kids, social media, political involvement, right? Wouldn't surprise me if some of these people showing up at this hotel are arriving in high-end vehicles. We've talked about this. I think it was Ted Cruz that brought it up on one of the chats one night. Said, hey man, don't be surprised if some of these guys are fucking showing up in high-end vehicles, right? And honestly, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me one fucking bit. Not for 1 second, you guys. Wouldn't surprise me. And UPS is coming. I might have to run up and get a package real quick. I'll let you guys know. If I do, I'm just gonna run. I'll just run up the driver real quick and grab it. But I think I might have to here in a second. Yeah, I think you might be coming. I'm expecting a package today too. So what was I saying about the? Oh yeah. Again, read the Riverfront Times article, you guys. Go in there, read the article yourself, and make your own. Be your own judge about it. Be your own judge about it, right? I know the government isn't about wasting money, except when they're wasting money on themselves, right? Fuck everybody else. Hey, we'll waste money, but yeah, we're gonna waste it on ourselves. Like I said, there's other shit that I found out from other people, sources who know about David, and there has been some very questionable shit they have seen within some of these properties that are. People have been denied access to a lot of these places for a lot of reasons, you guys. We can only speculate now at this point why they've been denied access. What is so secretive about all these properties that David doesn't want anybody to see? I'm trying to think too also how much money David's blowing down the drain. Hundreds of millions. He's probably sitting on just about 40 in property, give or take. If he fixed them all up and decided to sell all his properties, the hotel included, well, I don't know, maybe not, because the market took a shit. Like Aaron Olson said, he's going to lose money because everything just went up 8% to 8%. The market shit right now. Dave's going to lose a lot of money. But I think what's better is he knows it too. He knows he just lost a shitload of money. So who is David E. Taylor? False prophet, scammer, fake, fraud. He's involved in organized crime too, guys. Telling you. He's doing organized crime, man. Telling you. Oh, maybe not. Okay, you can come. Okay. Prostitution is organized crime, right? Because you're conspiring with more than one person or two people to fucking defraud, do criminal shit, right? Prostitution isn't a joke. Being involved in shit like that is not good, David, and that's why you're hiding, David. That's why you're hiding. You're hiding from the truth. And you know what the truth is your ass in a pair of fucking handcuffs. You know that, David. David, right here, dude. You know. You know the truth, what's going to happen in the end, David. You know. That's why nobody's left that hotel, come in or out. David, the information we have on you right now, damaging. Damaging. The hammer should be coming down soon, guys. I'm really fucking hoping it is. Like I said, this is a hurry up and wait game. As much as I wish we could make it go faster and for this process to move, I wish I could snap my fingers. I wish we could all snap our fingers at that and just for it to be done, but it doesn't work like that. I'm sorry. Sucks, dude. Sucks. Taxpayers got to front the bill while the IRS just sits back. We'll fucking take our time with it. We're not going to worry about it. Everything fits, guys. Again, we were trying to figure out the money, where he's getting it from, how he was getting it. The Mahesh Express showed up. Again, Mahesh, you showing up that fast, dude, and interacting the way you did with the cult members in front of us, guess what, dude? You don't know what we've been doing the last several years with this guy. We've been building a profile on him, dude. This guy is a different type of cult leader, everybody. Fucked up, Mahesh. You fucked up. You fucking shit on the whole process. Dude, you shit on the... God damn it. God damn it. Mahesh, you fucked up. Coming to our fucking audit again. Dumbest thing you could have done. Dumbest thing the cult could have done is call the cops on us. They really did. What the cult thought with the audit, you guys, okay? They honestly thought that we were going to get arrested or some shit, right? They really did. They thought we were going to get arrested. They were hoping we were going to get arrested, but it doesn't work like that in Texas, right? You get a formal trespass, you come back again, then you get arrested, okay? So that didn't happen. And for sure, they were wanting it to happen, right, David? You were wanting that to happen, but didn't work out. Again, backfired in your face, and now nobody's coming in or out of that place now. Michelle has not been back in. And honestly, I don't think she's going back, you guys. That's just my opinion. That's just what I think. This would have been the perfect way for Michelle to get out fucking scot-free and be like, all right, hands clean, done. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. See ya. Fuck off, David. You're doing all this crazy ass shit. Nope, I'm not doing it anymore. I could see Michelle doing that. Say, deuces, I'm the fuck out of here. No. That's what I would have done. I mean, think about it. What would have been the best out for Michelle at this point? David wasn't just gonna fucking let her walk out the front door. Honestly, if you guys leave that in the comment section below. Do you guys think Michelle? Do you guys think that Michelle would have let David walk out that front door willingly? Do you think Michelle? Do you think Michelle went to David and said, "Hey, I'm leaving. I'm the fuck out of here"? You think David would have let her go willingly, or do you think she would have faced some type of backlash, maybe some type of physical fucking, restraint from leaving? What do you guys think? Leave that in the comment section below. I'm real curious. Do you guys think Michelle might have went to David prior to the ambulance gig and said, "Hey, I'm leaving," and David forcefully held her from leaving, and that the ambulance was her next out? See that in the comment section. So what you guys think? Honestly, that was just a thought that crossed my mind. Was Michelle met with some sort of physical restraint trying to get out, and then she's like, "Fuck, he's not letting me leave under my own will. I'm gonna have to call in something more erratic, to help get out." And it's fucking ambulance, right? Calling a fake health condition, right? And be like, "I need help." Have the ambulance come pick you up. Go out in a fake name. Bye. She did. Michelle used a fake name. She used a fake name. She used Michelle, but she didn't use her last name Brandon. That's for sure. Why would she? Why would she use the last name Brandon? Everybody knows that fucking name, right? She knew we would find out probably about the ambulance leaving. She probably knew we'd find out it was her, right? So she uses Michelle, but she just uses fake last name. Of course. Doesn't want anybody to know who she is. So with Michelle off the table, you got to think about this now, everybody. Think of the psychological torment that David's going through right now. Think of the fact that Michelle's not back in that place, okay? Michelle's not back there. And David could probably think, like, there's no telling if somebody got to her. Just saying. A lot of things I think about. What if Michelle was out fucking shopping one day and the spooks got to her? The spooks meaning the fucking government, right? Whatever you want to call them. Pulled her in a car, fucking sat her down and said, "This is your last chance. This is a take it or leave it scenario. This is what you're gonna do, and this is how it's gonna go down. Until then, you go back, you conduct business as normal, and you shut your mouth." Is that a possibility? Could be. What do you guys think? Again, leave that in your comment section below. Is this Michelle's out? Was this her out? Using the ambulance. I think what better way to get out than fucking calling something like that? Because now you're protected by HIPAA laws. And those are pretty fucking strict laws, man. You violate those, I guarantee you're looking at time or fucking money. It's one of the two. Most likely both. Okay? Because HIPAA laws are real strict. You can't violate HIPAA laws, man. Big no-no. Big no-no. You do that, you're definitely going to answer to somebody, and you're most likely going to lose your certification, or you'll never be able to get a job in the medical industry again. They take the industry, the medical industry takes HIPAA violations very serious now. Okay, so again, which is why I didn't release her last name, because that's a fucking HIPAA violation. I know the last name, but I can't release it. Can't. So Michelle, thank HIPAA. She's probably like, fuck, thanks HIPAA. But Michelle, you know what I did it for ultimately? Is your safety. Because I do, I care about you, and I want to see you get out so you can serve time. That's why. We care about you, and we don't want anything bad to happen to you because we want you to serve time. And Michelle, you know what? You're probably looking at time. I'm just saying. Michelle, your hands aren't clean in this, okay? You've been playing for a long time with David. You know what's up. You can't say you didn't know, Michelle. You can't say you didn't know what was going on. You knew. You knew. You probably knew from day one what David was up to in that hotel. Probably, I'm trying to figure out when the activity actually started. That's another thing I'm trying to bang on my head about. When did David decide to pick up the ball and play ball with Mahesh? It's like, hey, that sounds like a good idea, fucking prostitution. I got all the girls here. Hey. Right? Again, it all fits, guys. You got an airport close by. You got high-end vehicles. Guess what? Go pick them up in these high-end vehicles. Bring them back to this hotel. Fucking pay a few grand for an hour, right? For your discretion. Bye. Excuse me. I'm going to start closing it up now, though. But, you guys, we are seeing the end of this cult. We're going to see a peaceful end to a cult. We're going to see a peaceful end where nobody gets hurt. People are going to get help finally. And there won't be any, you know, I don't want to say there won't be any, like, casualties per se, right? Psychological, yeah, definitely. There's going to be huge psychological casualties to this one. There already is. There already is. We know of them. We know of them. And we just want the people out there to know, if you're watching, if you've had any interaction with David or you've been somewhat abused by him in any case, whatever, we know David's abusive. We know he is. And it's time for people to come forward and talk about it. If you guys, if you're coming out of this cult in Texas, okay, if you're escaping it from Texas, you get in touch with me right away. ASA fucking P. We'll help you. Don't do anything rash. Don't make any death threats. Don't make any phone calls to David. If you need help out and you're here in Texas, you let us know. We will get you the help right away, you guys. Okay? We're very scared for you guys what's going on inside that place right now. We really are. We know what's going on, David. I know. We know. David, honestly, just be lucky, dude. Fuck. Just be lucky you're behind that gated compound and you're in the middle of a fucking crowded ass city. That's all I can say, man. Because honestly, I think it'd been any place else, your ass would have been grass already. That's what I think. Had this been any place else, this activity been any place else, like on some fucking secluded ranch or something, in my opinion, the doors would have been kicked in already. The criminal activity that you're engaging in, David, dude, you're playing with some fucking dirty people, man. Playing with some dirty ass people, David, and you got involved with the wrong people, and you know it. You know it, David. And you need to fucking realize that. And I think you do is what's even better. I'm hoping you realize it. I mean, why haven't you left the hotel, David? Why haven't you left? What are you so scared of? Go, David, leave. Leave, bro. We want you to leave Texas. We want you to leave Texas, but I don't think you're going to because I think you know what's waiting on the other side of those gates, dude. I really do. I think you know David E. Taylor, David Edward Taylor, what's waiting on the other side of those gates. That's why you're not leaving. And just think what David's room fucking smells like at this point, man. It probably fucking stinks. It's gotta fucking stink at this point, right? That hotel probably hasn't been cleaned in weeks, months. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? I'm only guessing it smells like a bag of fucking rancid assholes and just fucking nastiness, you guys. Like a modern day Sodom and Gomorrah inside that place. It really is. Think about it. They're all sharing each other and shit like that. No, not like that. That's dirty. David's basically he's like Cliff said, David wants everybody to sin like him so he can say, oh, well, you did this and you did this, but David's just a fucking pig, that's all. He knows it. He knows it. So, David, grab your liquid death today, okay? It'll keep you hydrated, and it'll keep your lips from getting chapped, okay? Severed lime. So, David E. Taylor, you guys, we brought this cult down. We did. We're all going to bring this cult down together. We're going to sit by and watch eventually. When and if it happens, I hope it happens sooner than later. That, the government goes ahead and just shuts the fuck down on this place. I'm talking a full-on raid. Everything. Get all the fucking people out, shut it down, take all the exemptions away, take all the properties away, and shut this piece of shit down. You can't go on anymore, guys. This is enough. This is enough. Okay? He's gone on long enough with all his bullshit, thinking he's untouchable, and he's not. So who is David E. Taylor? He, again, comes from a good family, good upbringing, went to school, educated somewhat, but somewhere he just went off the fucking deep end, everybody. He really does. David comes from a good family, you guys. That is what's so shitty about this. What's even worse about it is the family won't is the family. Bless the mother, man. Bless his mother for having to fucking push that fucking piece of shit out. It should have fucking flushed you down the toilet, David. Something different, man. They should have cleaned you up with the fucking rag or something, dude. I don't know, dude. I don't know what happened to you or where it went south with you, David. But you went south in a big fucking way, buddy. You know that. You know that, man. You went south in a big fucking way. And You've taken a lot of people with you. You've destroyed a lot of people's lives. You've fucking taken millions of dollars from people. I don't even want to know how much money you fucking scam from people. David, you've got to be in the 100 million range easily now at this point. What else have you done? Forced abortion, shit like that. Getting women pregnant, telling them to get abortions because you don't want to deal with the repercussions because you're just a fucking pig. Beating your members, sexual assault, abuse. And yes, you guys, there's 100% sexual abuse and assault taking place at that hotel. Money laundering, fraud, extortion, religious abuse, narcissistic abuse, sociopathic abuse. I mean, name it. Passive aggressive fucking sociopath tendencies, passive aggressive narcissist. You really, David, you really have kind of created a whole new breed of cult leader, dude. You really have. That's what's so interesting about this. You really have, David. You have set new boundaries for cult leader, man. You're the boundary breaker, dude. You break boundaries. That is what you are pro at, dude. You have learned to break boundaries your whole fucking life, and nobody's ever told you it's a bad idea. All these women in there that might be listening to this video, David doesn't care about you. You ladies need to open your minds up. Y'all ladies are powerful, man. Come on, ladies, open this up. Open this up. Look past David, okay? Look past him. Look to God. Don't look to David. Look to God. Because he's going to be the one to judge you, not motherfucking David E. Taylor, okay? Where in the Bible does it say that David E. Taylor sits at the right hand of God? It doesn't, because he fucking doesn't sit at the right hand of God. Y'all cult members need to open up your mind, okay? Open up your mind, open up your heart, look past David E. Taylor, because he is not a man of God. You guys, he's not. Prove it. Prove it. Where has he been? Is he back on his fucking deathbed again because he is so fucking just psychologically and physically tormented that he can't show his face anymore? That's what it sounds like. One, Michelle's gone. His shot caller's gone. Who's going to fucking call all the shots for him now? David's not going to go down and tell all the cult members to do shit for him. He's got to have Joseph or Michelle do it, or Mariah. Maybe that's why we haven't seen Joseph and Mariah lately, because David has now made them his shot callers for the fucking cult, which makes sense. Him, Alexis, and Mariah are now the shot callers since Michelle's gone. Bye-bye, Michelle. Well, we need a new shot callers. Joseph, Mariah, and Alexis. Holy shit, man. Anybody that's in that hotel and you guys need help, Jesus, just call 911, okay? That's all you have to do. If you're scared, just call 911. I promise you, you'll get the help you need. And you'll get it fast. You'll get it so fucking fast, it'll make your fucking head spin. Trust me. The Houston hotel location is not a good place. This organization is not a good place, period. As long as it's being operated by David E. Taylor, it could be a good organization if it had solid leadership. But guess what? It doesn't have solid leadership. If it did, he would have solid membership, but he doesn't. David doesn't have solid membership. People are leaving, and guess what we're finding out, guys? There's some bad shit going on there. And it's happening in an insanely quick amount of time when these people are getting sucked in, okay? It's happening very fast. The abuse is very fast, and it's very intense. Anybody that's trapped down there, we know you guys are trapped. If you guys need help, pick up the phone, dial 911. If you're scared, you can call me. My phone's on 24/7. My Google Voice number is 314-492-3356. If you're scared, you don't know what to do, you call me first, and I'll help you. I'll fucking walk you through the whole process. It is so easy. We're here to help you guys. We have solid ass religious leaders in our group, men and women, that are ready to help you guys, that are standing by ready to help. I'm telling you guys, all I got to do is pick up the phone. For the most part, I have full discretion on some of these people to give out their information. I always call and check first, but if there's people out there that need help out, you guys, we are here to help. This is a huge group. People just thought we were just a small group, but no, we're organized. We have people that are ready to help. Therapists, religious leaders, the works, you guys. We have people who are offering their houses up to you so you guys have a place to stay. That's the type of group that this has turned into. There are people who have offered their spare houses up for you guys as a safe house. I'm not going to say where they're at. I'm not going to give out names of who they are or who offered them up. But people are standing up for you guys. They know you're scared. We know you're scared. We're here to help. If you need help getting out of this cold hotel, you guys know what to do. You can call 911 or you can call me. Or, yeah, those call anybody. You can call me if you want. I don't care. I'll help you through the process. It's a scary process to get out. I understand. Listen to everybody that's called. It's a process to get out. You have to have a plan. David, drink some more liquid death, okay? So that's who David E. Taylor is, guys. That's who David E. Taylor is. Good family, good upbringing, but went off the deep end, man. Went off the deep end somewhere, and his whole existence of a life, for some reason, man, it just went straight to the fucking gutter. The one that bangs my noodle, when did he start wearing maxi pads? Cliff said since he was 36. Since Cliff's known him. Okay. For me, that's kind of a data point. I would love to know that information. The exact date. If I could find that out. Not even the exact date. On or around what age he started doing it. Age would just age would be fine. I don't need the exact date, but the age would work. That's where I'm at with it. I wonder what age David started the maxi pad behavior. I would love to know that. That is just yeah. David, will you call and tell me let me know when you started wearing maxi pads? Just let me know, dude. That way I can stop fucking thinking about it. But sorry, guys. Just fucking think that you guys. That takes the fucking cake, man. That takes the cake for sure. The night that was delivered to us, Jesus, man, it couldn't have been delivered any better. Big shout out to Cliff, man. Valerie, all the survivors out there who've come forward and who have yet to come forward, who are thinking about coming forward, whatever. Big shout out to all you guys. You guys are the brave ones. Shout out to little Levia. Levia Faith, big shout out to you, girl. Shit, man. Levia, your fucking voice is monstrous, I'm telling you. Levia Faith, big shout out to you. Um, your voice is huge in this, Levia. I'll never forget your interview. I just want you to know that. I'll never forget your interview, Cliff. All of you, I won't forget any of them. Yours, you guys have all done wonderful interviews, but for some reason, the way Yours strikes me is because Leviah, you came out in front of a group of people you had never fucking met on social media before, put your face on it, and said, "Here I am." So big shout out to you, Leviah. That's fucking bravery, dude. That is fucking bravery. To come out and talk like that in front of a group of people you'd never met about personal issues in your life, how it was affecting you. Shit, Leviah. Talk about brave. That's bravery, y'all. Now look where she's at. Living life, got a job, living happy, got a good dude that supports her. I'm telling you guys, anybody that's ready to get out of this cult, guess what? Your life is going to turn around pretty quick. Pretty quick. We know the morale inside that place is probably shit, man. I'm going to go ahead and close it up here. The morale level in that place, you guys. The morale level in that place is going to be probably trash right now. David is probably lashing out at any and all members for any little thing he deems necessary. Michelle's not there to take a brunt of it. If that's the case, it's going to be most likely Joseph, Mariah, or Alexis taking the brunt of the abuse now at this point. Anybody after that is just... man. Again, sorry for anybody who's stuck there. If anybody's still there that needs help out, just give us a call, man. That's all you got to do. Call 911, give us a call. We'll help you through the process. We can actually streamline the process for you if you want. I'm telling you, there's sources standing by. All we got to do is make a few phone calls, you guys. We probably won't even have to make a few. Probably like one phone call, honestly. Then I'll be done. Any of the cult members are ready to get out of that hotel in Houston, all right? We know the morale level's low. We know who David E. Taylor is, and we know who he isn't. Anybody that's ready to get out of that shithole of a fucking brothel down there in Houston at 14380 Freeway North. What is it, 45 North Freeway? Right? Anybody down there that's ready to get out, you can either call 911 or you can call us and we'll help you streamline the process. We won't even have to call 911. We can leave that completely out of it, most likely. But if you need help getting out, you're ready, you give us a call. We're not here to beat you up. We want to see you guys live long and healthy, happy lives of prosperity, but not with David. He's not the right person for you guys. He's bad person. He is, honestly, in closing, where has he been? Again, psychologically, physically tormented. His health declining. His health is probably declining by the droves, you guys. I could see him sitting there popping his Blue Man pills all fucking day at this point. So, you guys, that's who David E. Taylor is. That's what it's come down to. Prostitution, extortion, fraud, human trafficking. I mean, technically, this could even be considered sex trafficking, I guess. But that's to be determined at a later date. We'll figure that out sometime. I know the prostitution's real. I know the abuse is real. I know from the stories and survivor stories that I've got on the back end that the abuse is real. Any of the survivors that are scared to talk about it, if you need help, let me know. We haven't... You guys, there's help, okay? And there is people on our channel that are ready to help. Anybody that's coming from David's cult, you need help, guess what? We have trauma therapists standing by that are ready to help you free of charge. Free. 100% free. And these are people that are booked on their schedules, and these are licensed trauma therapists, everybody. I want everybody to be aware of that. This is licensed trauma therapist. They have offered their time for free. So anybody that needs help out, like my little neighborhood, little fucking micro machine. Anyways, if you guys need help out, we're here to help you guys. I mean, You guys, I don't live in a big fucking mansion, and this is to the cult members, not any. This is to the cult members, right? I don't live in a huge mansion. I don't live a fucking lavish lifestyle, right? I don't. I live a very minimal type lifestyle. Why? Because I don't need all that shit. Because one, when I die, it's not going with me. Two, why would I want all the fucking stress of having to maintain that much property and that many assets? Why would I want that? Wouldn't you much rather live a life where it's calm, relaxing? Honestly, think about it. Is this really what you think God wants for his children? Think about that, cult members.